All right. Why were you driving over 100 miles an hour?
It's my granddaughter's birthday. I got to get this the next day.
Right. Did you see me?
The owner of the WWE?
Yeah, I don't know if he's like, I don't know if he sold part of it or, but
Gee, maybe
he's
my
big.
neck hurts after all.
Well, you can't do that now. You're on camera.
Connecticut Turnpike. One Bentley clocked at over 100 miles an hour, and the name on the license stopped every trooper at the scene cold.
$692G. You can start a hook for at least one Bentley. I'm not sure about the cars behind me. Just stay in the car. Do you need an ambulance?
No, I don't.
All right. Why were you driving over 100 miles an hour?
It's my granddaughter's birthday. I got to get this the next day.
All right. Did you see me trying to catch up to you behind you?
I didn't see that. I saw lights, but it didn't look normal.
All right. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up to you, and you keep taking off.
Oh, no. I'm not trying to outrun you.
I know. I understand that, but that's why I was very confused. Right? Because it wasn't like you were running. It was just like you almost hit, I think, 115 miles an hour. All right, and then you just hit someone because you weren't paying attention. Were you looking at your phone?
No, trying to drive. No, I'm not looking at my phone.
The person was right in front of you. There's got to be a reason you hit him.
No. I haven't been driving my car, and God knows how long.
All right. It was right in front of you. You went straight at it at 100 miles an hour. I'm just making sure you're not having a medical condition or anything.
I don't think
Do you need an ambulance?
No, fuck.
All right. Just your registration. Is your license in here?
No, it's in my pocket.
All right.
Stupid fucking fool. I've driven this car quite some time.
It's fast, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, too fucking fast.
State Police. Stay off the road.
State Police. So I thought you were one of the guys involved in this.
No.
Holy shit. This somebody just smashed me.
I know, I saw it. I saw it.
Oh my God, you saw the whole thing. I am fine,
Is
but
anyone
I'm
injured?
shaking. No.
Is anyone else with you?
My dog.
All right.
The dog
Who's
seems
this
fine.
white car?
She was a helpful bystander.
Yeah.
I started to walk down because I thought I saw you pulling.
No, I was trying to catch up to him because he was going so fast.
He was trying
Yeah.
to pull away and leave it?
No, he wasn't trying to leave. He was just going fast in his fast car. All right.
I'm still like...
You're in this car, right?
My car's fine. It's her. I felt so bad. I was like,
If you want to leave a statement, you could stay for the trooper that's going to take the accident report.
So you just happen to be passing by?
Yeah, I'm going in right now. And
Holy cow. I mean, I was just trying not
no, yeah, I
to
saw the whole thing.
tip over.
Oh, are you okay, baby?
I know.
Shelby?
Yeah.
Hi, Shelby.
Holy cow. Thank God. I'm fine.
Yeah, no, honestly, you're lucky he noticed it last second because he turned. If he hit you straight on, it would have been worse. So, the other troopers are coming. I don't have a computer to do an accident report, but if you grab your license, registration, and insurance, if you decide to stay to leave a statement with that trooper, you'll just need your license.
That's great. You saw the whole thing. The guy, she said he was weaving and racing with another.
He was just going very fast.
Wow. Yeah, I'm okay. Thank goodness.
Your car's not damaged. You didn't get any debris, right?
no, my car's fine.
I thought I was going to get a lot of debris,
So
too.
you were actually trying to pull him over.
I was trying to catch up to him to pull him over.
Oh, my God. Can't believe that.
So I had the steady lights on, trying to catch up to him.
Yeah, and he wasn't.
And then I saw him going to your car. I was like, holy shit. And then...
Yeah.
Because he must have been texting or something and not looking down because he didn't see me.
Yeah, something. All right, let's see. As long as everyone's all right.
Yeah,
so I always say.
no.
Seen a lot worse on this.
I bet.
This
I mean,
highway.
it could have been a lot worse because when I was
Could've been.
trying to control the car and keep it on the side, I'm seeing this film like, oh my God.
All right, let's
leave everything as
let's get him to your car.
Okay.
We'll wait for the information. Once we give you the information, you guys can take off.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
So you can hop out. You're gonna go back to his car. that?
Someone hurt.
No one's hurt. No one's hurt.
Can I pull right over here so he doesn't...
Yeah. That's fine. He's going to bring it a little closer to you, sir. No, yeah, luckily no one's hurt.
What you just saw is a high-speed traffic stop on the Connecticut Turnpike. Trooper Robbins had been chasing a Bentley doing over 100 miles per hour before it struck another vehicle. No one was seriously injured. The driver claimed he wasn't fleeing, he simply hadn't noticed the lights behind him. That explanation strains credibility. Under Connecticut law, exceeding 85 miles per hour alone can constitute reckless driving intent is not required. Watch how the trooper managed the scene. He confirmed no ambulance was needed, secured bystanders, and redirected traffic before any enforcement action. Prioritizing life safety over the citation is not just good policing, it is legally required procedure.
Tell me we'll take it out.
Yeah, he's going to bring the car a little closer.
Okay, all right.
And you don't need an ambulance or anything? You're not hurt? All right. Maybe tomorrow you'll be a little sore.
Yeah, probably.
But, all right, I can get you. You can go to his car now. You need anything else from inside? You're good? Need a hand?
I'm good.
You good?
Well, no one's hurt. That's the biggest, yes.
Just start from the beginning.
So I was like maybe 2 miles up. I saw this guy like swerving in and out.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my God. And then all of a sudden I just saw like a huge cloud of smoke.
Okay.
And I like knew it had to be. And then I saw her. She pulled her head over, and I just pulled over to see if she was okay. It's basically the
So
gist of it.
he was weaving in and out.
He was literally weaving in and out. It was.
What would you estimate his speed at compared to yours?
I mean, I was going probably like 65.
Yep.
He had to have been going 90 something.
Okay.
Literally in and out of traffic. It was kind of scary.
All right. Yep.
Yeah. Like, but he was weaving in and out, and I was like, oh my God. And then I saw this cloud of like dust and smoke, and I was like, oh, that's probably.
Do you remember the type of car you had?
It was like a compact. No, I don't know.
Compact?
Yeah,
All
the
right.
guy's smaller.
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, good, right?
He's an older gentleman.
Crazy.
Like
Yeah.
50s or 60s?
Maybe more.
Wow. Oh, do you think he's like...
No.
He was just... He's a...
Going
old
for a
risk taker. He's an
joyride.
old risk taker.
All
You
right,
got
thank you.
two people here.
Good luck with everything.
All right.
Okay.
The bystander's account is legally crucial. She saw the Bentley weaving in and out of traffic at 90+ miles per hour before the collision. A voluntary civilian witness with no stake in the outcome is among the most credible evidence a prosecutor can present. Connecticut General Statute 14222 defines reckless driving as operating a motor vehicle in a manner that endangers life or property. At 100 miles per hour in live traffic, that standard is essentially automatic. This is not a close call legally. The driver's own comment that the car is fast, too fast, functions as an informal admission. He acknowledged awareness of the vehicle's capabilities and the danger it presented. Prosecutors regularly use on-camera statements like this to close the gap between conduct and intent. A second bystander stopped specifically because she witnessed the Bentley's erratic behavior well before the crash. Two independent civilian witnesses describing the same driving pattern from different vantage points is a serious problem for any defense attorney. The pursuit itself carries additional legal weight. Trooper Robbins used steady lights in an unmarked vehicle, not full lights and siren. How a pursuit is documented matters. State protocols define what qualifies as an authorized pursuit versus an informal follow. When the driver's assistant arrived at the scene, the trooper redirected them to the next exit. This is correct procedure. Third parties at an active accident scene can contaminate witness accounts, escalate tension, and create additional liability exposure for the investigating agency. Here is where this stop becomes extraordinary. The at-fault driver's name is McMahon, and officers immediately recognize a potential connection to Vince McMahon, longtime chairman of WWE. A bystander confirms it. The driver is wearing a WWE shirt on his way to work. The investigating trooper's response to that revelation is exactly what it should be. He proceeds with the same summons he would issue any driver: reckless driving and following too closely, resulting in an accident. Fame and wealth are legally irrelevant to the enforcement action. The victim's offhand joke about her neck hurting, followed immediately by laughter, shows why bodycam footage matters beyond enforcement. Had she later filed an injury claim, that moment would appear in discovery. The camera captured everything without bias or prejudice. Officer Grade Trooper Robbins. Scene Control A. He managed 3 separate parties simultaneously without confusion. Enforcement Consistency A. Identical standards applied regardless of who the driver turned out to be. Communication B+, professional and calm throughout a complex scene. Suspect Grade the driver. Compliance B. He remained calm and did not resist. Credibility C-. His claim of not seeing police lights during an extended highway pursuit in an unmarked car with steady lights directly behind him is very difficult to accept at face value.
Thanks for stopping.
Vince.
Yeah, he's the at-fault driver.
How do
Number
you say his
3.
name? McMullen?
McMahon.
McMahon, even though it's spelled
Yeah, it's
McMahon.
yeah, it's M-A.
So he's the owner of the WWE?
Yeah, I don't know if he's like, I don't know if he sold part of it or, but
Gee, maybe
he's
my
big.
neck hurts after all.
Well, you
Just
can't do
kidding.
that now. You're on camera.
No, I'm kidding. People do that all the time.
Yeah, they do.
I've had people do that to me when I, it's like,
He's lucky it was
I'm
you.
not that type. Anyway.
Is it okay if I park? I'm busy.
Just pull right in front of my car, because it's over a bend over there.
Yes,
All right, he's all right though. Who's this? What's going on?
Here to pick up Mr. McMahon, if this is the...
Yeah, you can get off the next exit.
Okay.
And his assistant's up ahead.
Where is he?
He's up ahead of that. But you can't stop there. We don't have enough people to protect you guys up there.
All right. Would you mind if I just walked up there, though?
I would, yeah.
Okay.
I just don't want you to get hit.
Okay.
You guys got a whole entourage here. Yeah, it's someone. I'm telling them to get off. All right, we'll be getting out of here soon. I'll have his assistant take him off exit 41.
Yeah.
All right, and you can meet him there.
Thank you.
All right, it's just I don't want something like that to happen and hit you.
I hear you.
All right.
Thank you.
What's your relation to him?
Thanks, friend.
Friend. All right. Just be careful of him.
Yeah. Oh my God. Where is this guy? I want to meet him.
No, don't. You can't go over there.
I can't?
No,
He should want to meet the person he hit.
I know. He's not happy about it. All he cared about was if you were hurt.
Well, that's
Yeah, it
still
was-
my appreciation.
Yeah, no, he meant no ill intention.
And the other guy told me who he is. So,
Yeah.
is he in that car?
Yeah. No, he
tell-
meant no ill. He was very upset.
Well, tell him I appreciate him asking.
All right.
So, anyway.
If you just wait over here, I'll see if I'll ask him, but I don't know.
He may want to. I would if I hit somebody,
Yeah.
but, you know,
Right.
just tell him, I'm fine.
All right. They both want to.
The formal charge issued is reckless driving under Connecticut statute. With a summons to Stamford Superior Court, this is a Class B misdemeanor carrying up to 6 months in prison and up to $1,000 in fines, plus mandatory license review. A separate count of following too closely resulting in an accident may be added. In Connecticut, when reckless driving produces a collision, prosecutors routinely stack charges. Each additional count increases plea leverage and raises the defendant's overall sentencing exposure. The $500 non-surety bond means the driver was released without posting cash standard for a non-violent misdemeanor where the subject has valid identification and no indicated flight risk. The court date was set within 3 to 4 weeks at Stamford Superior Court. This case has an unusually clean evidence chain. The trooper's direct observation, onboard vehicle data from the unmarked car, 2 independent civilian witness statements, and the driver's own admissions on bodycam. Each element independently supports the reckless driving charge. The potential McMahon identity adds a public interest dimension. High-profile defendants face identical legal standards, but their cases attract media scrutiny that can accelerate plea negotiations or prompt a more aggressive defense strategy. The law is equal. The optics are not. Speed has no acceptable excuse, not a birthday, not a fast car, not a famous name. If this legal breakdown helped you understand what really happens after the lights go on at 100 miles per hour, subscribe for new body cam analysis every week.
What?
He wants to say sorry.
Dude, you know, the car over there that guy had? I guess that came in, that came over? One of his, he's wearing a WWE shirt, going to work.
No way.
I swear to God, dude. And he saw the name, Vince McMahon. I was like, that can't be the same one. It can't be.
I was on my way to my granddaughter's birthday. There's only one exit up.
Hey, Mr. McMahon, how you doing? Hi. I'm the investigating trooper. Okay. So, how you doing? I know who you are. So
you send out like Greenwich unit.
So Trooper Robbins that was following in the unmarked vehicle said you were doing over 100 miles an hour. All right, before you struck the vehicle. So.
I'm talking to the officer. Talk to him.
All right, so I'm going to be issuing you a misdemeanor summons for reckless driving. Okay. So it's just going to take me about 10 minutes to write it up. I'll give you a court date, probably within 3 weeks or a month. Do you reside in Connecticut? I'm not sure. Okay, so it'll be, where are we? Westport?
Yeah.
All right, so it'll be the court right here. I'll give you the address and everything. All right, so just give me 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then we'll get you out of here, okay?
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. All right. This is a summary of the accident. Look at the upper left-hand corner of the case number. That's where you get to the stands. So, as you know, on the front wheel fall from the accident, struck the other car, debris from that car went over the other side, and damaged another car on the other side.
Was it debris from his car or her car?
Oh, right.
His car, right?
Robbins was following me, had you at 100 miles an hour, which is reckless driving. All right, so I'm charging you with reckless driving. Following too closely resulting in an accident. That's just striking the other car from the rear. So your court date is going to be at the Stanford Superior Court. That's 123 Point Street. Is that date okay? If you have any problem, you can always call the court and change it.
37.
Okay. So this is just a court summons. I'll give you a copy if you can sign at the bottom. You're not saying you're guilty. You're saying you're going to go to court. Okay. And this is the appearance bond. All right. I'm releasing you on a $500 non-swing bond, which means you're not putting up any money. Court summons copy, just bring up to court and we'll do a copy of this. All right, Mr. McMahon. It's nice meeting you. I'm sorry I was under this circumstances, but all right, just let the court know what happened. Everybody's okay, yep. I know. All right. Have a good day, sir. Nice to meet you.
To meet you guys.
Yeah, no. Happy birthday to your granddaughter. Try to enjoy the rest of the day, all right?
Thank you.
All right. Are you going to get that car next?
Yeah, my other driver over there.
Oh, there's another truck coming?
Yeah.
All right, there's another truck right there. He's there now. All right.